You. What is poppin', Power Up fam? What's good? Welcome to the celebration tonight, man. It's a celebration up in here, man. I feel like I should have the Dave Chappelle cue on my soundboard. It's a celebration. It's a celebration. And it's a celebration so much so that Mr. Seba's over here got the food already on deck. He ain't bring that for nobody else. What's going on, man?
You caught me off guard, bro. I didn't think you were gonna start that quick,
bro.
You were gonna say something.
Yo, this dude ready to. He's like, man, I'm a munch out while you talk to the people. Chat's already over here. Like, man is over here stuffing his face. Let's go, man. Let's get some noise in the chat to celebrate these two brothers, man. These two very awesome gentlemen. I've had the privilege and the honor to meet over the past, I don't know how long, man. It's been a while. We've had some time to build and grow. I've got to know Seba's personally. It's been a journey, man. AKA Crimson. Some of y'all know him as Crimson, but now y'all got to know him officially as Power Up Scar, man. What's good, man? What's good? How you feeling, Scar? How you feeling?
Different with the name change, but I can say I'm ready to make an impact and leave my mark on the world like I thought it was.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that, man. Well, while we're getting everybody in here, I think people are starting to show up. We're making our way to 20 some people. Great, awesome. Come in. Let's celebrate these guys, man. Cam, what's poppin'? Scythe, let's go. Yes, let's go. Do me a favor, guys, all over social media, make sure you go share it up. Let the people know that we are live. We are doing this. This is our first major announcement with some players, man. We had some shortcomings with our Halo squad that we were looking to do this first with, but we're still working on that. So all the Halo guys that are tuned in or were tuned in, man, I hope that you guys will understand, like, we're still working on the Halo portion of things, man. It is coming. It's just taking a little longer work around than what we anticipated. We still believe in Halo, still enjoy Halo, but, you know, Warzone's still going strong. Call of Duty is not going anywhere. Whether you like it, hate it, love it, whatever, it's here. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing we can really do about it, all right? It is what it is. Miss Weeks, thank you so much for them biddies. Thank you so much. I do have alerts kind of turned off right now just for the simple fact that we are going to be probably taking some of this audio and probably putting it on our first ever podcast. All right. So this may go on the first official Power Up podcast, depending on just how this whole thing goes. I think it'll go well. These two guys have no problem being on the mic any other time. So why not, try to just go ahead and shoot the shot now. You know, it's a good time. It's a good time. So let's just go ahead and do it. First things first, man. If you're new to the channel or you're new to this thing, man, my name is Justin, aka Focused. I am the CEO and the owner of the Power Up organization. We are a competitive gaming, being esports and TCG world, along with apparel and entertainment. That's the lanes of which we are moving in to impact gaming culture and beyond. Tonight is a very special night, man. We have two young guys that are up and comers, that are sharpshooters in the game of Call of Duty and Warzone, and they are savages on the sticks, man, on the mouse and keyboard. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited to have these guys partner with us, and we're gonna go ahead and just start having conversations about who they are, what it is, how long they've been playing, all this kind of stuff. I have a couple unique questions for them, so we're gonna go ahead and just move right into it. First up, a lot of y'all know him from the community. He's been here for a while. We played a lot of Warzone in 2020, got some dubs. My man is, he's a young buck about to graduate high school. He's about to move up in the ranks of life. And he's about to take his game into the next level, being a part of the Power Up organization. One of the first players signed, Mr. Power Up Scar, aka Crimson Blade, formerly known as Crimson Blade. Y'all make some noise for him in the chat one time. Let's go. Yes, sir. I got the effects going off for you, bro. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How you feeling, man? What up, Scar?
Good to be here. I'm glad to have this opportunity for It's been a long time coming. I'm just glad to be here and
yeah.
What we're here for.
Yeah, I'm about to say there's the thing about Crimson that I love, right? Or not Crimson, dang it. See, it's gonna take me a minute. Here's the thing that I love about Scar is this, man. Is this dude he understands the mission and vision of POWERUP. He understands it. He's been here before we were an org, before we were any of this. He was here. And he was here in the conversations we had revolving around like hot topics, crazy conversations. Because for those of y'all who don't know, the whole meaning and purpose behind Go POWERUP, right? That's what it was originally. But now POWERUP, the brand, right, we want to see people powered up beyond just the gaming. And so I want to know from you, man, what is something that, since you've been here longer than I know SEBA's has been, right? And I said SEBA's on purpose. Yes, I did. Because he hates it and I did it on purpose. All right. So being as how you've been here as long as you have been, man, what is something that you can remember or recall about the POWERUP community that's kept you around this long, right? What's kept you here before? Like, because you didn't just like show up and know that I was creating this, right? And then just show back up. Like, you've been here consistently pretty much for about a year or so, right?
I think a little over a year.
Maybe a year and a half.
Probably around there, probably, yeah.
So give me like, yeah, I just want to know like, what's a story or a moment that you can kind of encapsulate in like a few minutes of sharing with us, man, like that you remember being like, man, I love this community and I'm gonna be a part of this thing, man. You know what I mean?
So just being welcomed in the community and all that, like the Discord and all that from everyone, like everyone was really welcoming, and once you get in there and enjoy yourself for a bit and show up to a few streams, you learn a thing or two about what we're all about and you can present yourself into it. But one of the biggest moments was probably meeting you in person and understanding like, hey, this isn't fake, this is the real deal. Like, like some streamers are like, there's no way that this is real, or I'll never meet them. But being able to do that and keep that, which
hey, yo, that's so dope. Look at this, guys. Look at that. Pull it over a little bit towards this way. Yeah. A little bit, slide it over. And that's not in the camera. Keep going. Boom, there it is. Look at that, bro. That's dope. That's crazy, man. My man's got that joint printed out. That's fire.
So that was when me and Saif went down to North Carolina, and actually it lined up with Justin's schedule.
Yeah.
That he was down there. So we were like, well, why don't we just meet up and actually talk over a meal, talk over lunch. And the discussion we had over that was so impactful to me and Saif's lives that it really changed our perspective as a streamer and a person with his community in general. So that was just an impactful moment that I feel like made us who we are today. So.
Wow. That's so cool, man. Yeah, the stuff just aligned perfectly for us to like link up, because it was like I was going down to visit family. For those of y'all who don't know what he's talking about, like I went out to visit family, see my parents and stuff. We were taking like a beach.
Down for what?
Yo, I forgot to turn off those alerts, but
Turn down for what?
Yo, he just turned on the Hank Hill turn down for what? Sound alarm. Oh, that's funny. That's great. Nah, man. So what Scar is talking about is during the summer of last year, I was supposed to be out there visiting some family, and he happened to be going out there on a family vacation in the exact same spot I was at the exact same time. And we've never met in IRL. We've never met each other, and he's just been a part of the community. I didn't even know what Crimson looked like or Scar looked like. I'd never met him. I was like, I've never met him. You know what I'm saying? And I think Scythe was with you, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so Scythe was with you, and I never met him, never seen him. I mean, I've met him over the headset and like playing in the, you know, being on community stuff, but I've never personally met him. And so that was a really cool moment, man, to see the community go from like just a digital world that we all lived in and we all met like in that moment and had lunch and stuff at a restaurant. And I thought that was just, yeah, that was definitely a big moment to me last year. I thought that was really cool. And so that's super cool, man. Thank you for sharing that, man. That's so awesome. So what, I guess to let people kind of move into the Call of Duty type of thing, right? So that's what we're here for. That's what people want to get to know more about you is how long have you been playing COD? All right, Call of Duty. And why sign to POWERUP as a Warzone player? When you know, CDL is the thing. People want, I feel like Call of Duty heads that really want to try, it's like, let's try and get on CDLs. Like me and Seba have had this conversation. CDL is a big thing. Why not go the CDL route? Why did you go? Why do you feel like Warzone is fitting for you? And you know what I mean?
So I've been playing Modern Warfare games, Call of Duty games in general since back in Modern Warfare 3 on the 360, and that was just a big eye catcher to me. So I was like, man, this game has my attention, this franchise. And ever since up until now, I remember the beginning of Modern Warfare, before even Warzone came out, was a thing, that it had my hook. Like, it had me set in. Like, that was the first game me, Scythe, and Ace actually streamed together. Like, we were like, all right, well, we see everyone else doing this. Why don't we stream some Search and Destroy together? Mm-hmm. And that was honestly really where we started. I feel like choosing this over CDL was, to me, is a big idea, a bigger idea than trying to go straight to CDL with no name. But by working up as a youth into a community and then working your way through starting esports team and then working my way up to that popularity level and getting noticed to be a better outcome than just trying to show up at CDL, no name, and maybe come out on top or something. Maybe come out and be like, hey, this guy's actually good. Maybe we ought to keep some tabs on him. Yeah,
I hear that. So you're saying that CDLs is harder to get, like, obviously going that route, trying to get into CDLs way too hard to build a name for than it would be in maybe a Warzone arena section for you. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
I got you. Okay. So let me ask you this. What about Warzone has got you, I guess, like, what's the hook for Warzone for you over other battle royales, right? Like, a lot of people choose, you know, Fortnite. They have Apex now is blown up. Even bigger. I guess it's ballooned up, not blown up. It's always been there. It's always been prevalent, but it's kind of swelled up a lot more over the course of the past 6 months. And so we do know, if we're honest, Warzone has taken a little bit of hits here and there. You know what I mean? There's been some slack that people have given it. What would you say to players? And both of you guys are gonna answer similar questions, so Seba, be ready. My thing is like, what would you say to upcoming players or players that are thinking about maybe they like COD, but they don't know if they want to maybe commit to it, or what would you say to them as they're maybe watching this as Warzone players, but then they're looking at Apex and they're seeing these other things and it's like they're trying to build a name for themselves too. What would you kind of recommend? You know what I mean?
At first, I was really hesitant on Warzone when I first heard about it. Like, the first season, I didn't try to start until halfway through it because I was, like, really hesitant. Me, Scythe, like, my guys, like, the guys I said earlier, we were like, we don't know if Warzone more gigs, so let's just stick with what we know and keep playing Search. Ace and I actually go back, same with Scythe, actually. The three of us actually went back to Apex for some time because we were like, all right, if we're going to play VR, let's just play Apex. We know it. Let's just stick with what we know and what we can actually play. Well, we weren't the best at it, and then once we realized what Warzone was capable and had potential for us, we were like, all right, maybe we put in the grind and get the effort for this, and maybe we can actually be good in this and actually have fun playing this. And that's what I really believe it's all about. Like, if you can put the effort in the grind, to put the time in to become better, maybe watch some people if you want to become better. I think people are visual learners, hands-on learners. I feel like once you put in that grind and effort, you can really see yourself in true colors of what you can really potentially be in the future.
I feel that. That's good, man. That's good answers, bro. I like that. Solid, solid. Well, man, let's move over and talk to my dude off to the other side of the screen. You know what I'm saying? My far right. Maybe your far left. I don't know what side you're watching on your screen, but this is a crazy story I have to share about this guy right here. How I know SEBA, right? So me and SEBA connected via his brother. His brother has produced records for me in the past that I had done in my small career and run as a CHH or as a hip hop artist. And for those of you are like, what? Like just tuning in, like, oh, you rap? Like, yeah, I got some bars. I got a little something, something, you know, tucked away for a special rainy day. You know what I'm saying? I don't really do it as much anymore. I still do some stuff, but his buddy or his brother, O'Brien, shout out to my boy OB, great friend of mine. And this is his younger brother. And I'd heard about him for years. And I heard about him for years and years about him being on COD and playing as a little young buck and a youngster. But I never saw him play. I was like, he's just a youngin' running around playing Call of Duty because that's what's cool to do. But fast forward, and now years later, this guy is popping up in streams every once in a while. We're talking here and there, you know what I'm saying? And then he gets the froggy itch to join in and go to Halo HCS with us. We put together a little ragtag team of guys from the community. He flies in from Texas. He's from Texas, y'all. He's a Texas boy. All right, this dude flew out from Texas and came all the way to North Carolina, in Raleigh, North Carolina, for the first major Halo event. But I don't want to tell the story. I want him to tell the story. But I want y'all to make some noise first for my dude, POWERUP, SEBA, in the rubber ducking building. This dude is a Call of Duty machine. I've seen it with my own too. He's good, man. Both of these guys are amazing. But I've seen SEBA pick up the sticks and never play Halo in his life and do really well. So I have to brag on you on that. But I really want to brag real quick though, and more or less let you brag about it. But this is great. Tell the story of how you got to meet me in person, how we got to finally meet. How did you manage last minute plane tickets to get to HCS Raleigh? Let's talk about it.
Well, after you begged me to come down to North Carolina,
good.
I mean, after you paid for all the tickets, you know,
yeah. You know, the POWERUP org got you, dog. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, it was just all last minute though. Like, you know, had to loan a few bucks. Feel me? I mean, obviously it's paid back.
No. You better no. We have to tell the story. This is the greatest story maybe ever told in gaming history, and you got to tell it right here. You got to tell it like it's not embarrassing. It is amazing, bro. If I had that story, I would share it everywhere I went.
So, you know, as a college student, you often get broke, and you know, I really wanted to go to this tournament, and I know I had faith in myself, so I dressed up in like a suit and tie.
Yes.
And I set up a PowerPoint presentation. Just real quick. It took me 30 minutes to grab everything on my stats and just, you know, it was just honest work, you know. And then
he was doing the Lord's work right here.
Lord willing, you know. And then so I went up to my parents and I presented to them on why they should loan me
in a three-piece suit, in a suit and tie. My man built a PowerPoint presentation with what was in the PowerPoint. Let's just pause the story. Explain the PowerPoint. What was it? Was it like pictures of oceans and trees, or was it like what were you trying to sell to them? Right? What were you doing?
I was trying to sell that I'm capable. There, you know, there's a little slight chance I could go and win this tournament. You know, there was like, you know, that's what I was trying to go for.
Yeah.
And, you know, they were all impressed, and and they were laughing, you know, like they were just, you know, like they were just supportive about it.
Yeah.
And
That's
it
beautiful,
was crazy.
man.
It was crazy.
That's
I
so
ended
good.
up getting the loan, obviously. but
Yeah.
I paid them back like a month later. When
Yeah.
I got a job and so,
That's
good
one of
now.
the dude. That's one of the greatest. How were you able to do that? Like some people, I mean, you could have just been like, yeah, my parents gave me money, but you did it in such a way that made it so interesting. And it was so classic. I'm like, bro, that is amazingly done, bro. Like,
Yeah,
there's
'cause I didn't want to just go up to them and just be like, you know,
like, what parent is gonna say no to that,
Yeah.
right? My kid, my
no
child,
context.
my child went out of the way and built a PowerPoint presentation and wore a 3-piece suit and said, "Hey, mom, sit down. Dad, sit down. I have a presentation for you. Okay, I want to go to Raleigh. Here's why. PowerPoint. Well, slide 1, slide 2. Like." So freaking good, bro. That is so freaking funny, and it is amazing. So shout out to you, bro. That junk is great.
Yeah.
So him coming out to Raleigh, he stayed at my place with the other guys that were on the team, and we got some time to meet and really hang out and get to know each other. And I want to ask you, man, you know, why Power Up, bro? You guys are both solid players, right? Like, why? You could have probably went and finagled your way and maybe met a different amateur team that's probably way further down than we are. We're just starting out. We don't have a lot of, you know, financial margin to really go crazy with our players yet. But, you know, why here? You know, what made you choose Power Up? You know what I mean? And say okay to this being something you want to sign on to.
I feel like I should be asking you that question because I feel like, I mean, I have no name for myself. So, and you just randomly picked me up, you know?
I did not randomly pick you up.
Okay, not randomly.
Yeah,
not
randomly.
Not randomly, but you know what I mean? Like, it was like, you know, I don't know. I don't explain it. Like, it was just.
No, I mean, like, so but the truth is I presented to you as a player that I saw potential in, right? But you could have been like either one of you, both of you. I approached both of you and said, hey, I know y'all you like Warzone. You guys are good at the game. You're great at Warzone. You guys are solid players. What do you think about this? If we brought you on, like, well, how would y'all feel? What are your thoughts? And we talked, and then whatever, we talked about the contract, talked about different stuff, and y'all, you know, you made the choice, right? So that's what I'm saying is that my question is why Power Up, right? Like why us? Why sign to Power Up and not another organization that you could have maybe went and scrounged up and maybe found? You know what I mean?
That's kind of hard to answer. There's like so many factors to it. Cause like, I feel like I guess I just see the potential in the brand. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like everyone that's in the big tournaments and stuff like that, they're all in the CDL teams and stuff like that, like NYSL and FaZe and Optic. And I guess I just see that in the brand, you know? Like,
Yeah.
they put me out there and put Scar out there too.
Yeah.
You know? That's how I see it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's good, man. I appreciate that. And the thing is like, we need that type of thinking from the players that are representing the brand too. Is like people that believe in, hopefully, and that's what that's what we hope to hear, is that like you guys believe in us as much as we believe in you, right? That it's not just, well, Justin believes in me, but man, when I look at Power Up, I'm kind of like, really don't know what they're trying to do. I really don't understand what the vision is. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, hopefully we've done a good job being able to give you guys what it is that we're trying to do, and obviously introducing the vision and mission of what Power Up stands for and how you guys can fit into that as players. You know what I'm saying? So going into that type of spin as a Call of Duty player, as a COD player, like, I know you play a lot of like wager matches. I know you're into a lot of the online competitive scene through multiplayer, not just Warzone. I know you've done a lot of that. So what are some things that, and I'm gonna ask the same question. So after Seba, after you're done answering this, Scar almost called you Crimson. Scar, I want you to be able to answer this too. All right. So for both of you guys, this is for both. What experience are you bringing to the table, maybe of competitive stuff that you've done with COD? What are some things you've done as a Call of Duty player that's competitive, other than not just online ranked, right? Like we're talking like stuff that you've done competitively. What are some things you've done to push yourself as a player, right?
Like, what are my achievements?
No, it's just not really achievements, but I mean, if you want to talk, if you have any achievements, go ahead, share them.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, what are things you've positioned yourself to do? Because you don't have to have achievements. I think it's just for me, and as the owner of this thing, I'm more like worried about like players. What are you doing on your own before we enter into your life, right? We want to know, like, are you taking steps already that are setting you up for success as a competitive player, right? Like, so if you got achievements, great. If you don't, that's cool too, but what steps are you taking? I think people will want to know that. Like, and this will help other players maybe that are looking into or listen to this back on YouTube or on podcasts, right? Like, what can I do as a player to better my game other than just playing ranked? You know what I mean? So this could help them potentially too. So what have you guys done, starting with SEBA? You know what I mean?
I mean, put in hours of work. I mean, I don't know. Like, I just
No, like I'm saying, like, what have you done, like, on, like, what websites have you played in? What
Oh,
like
okay.
other than just playing ranked, what are you doing to step your game up? Or you know what I mean?
Well, as you said, I play wagers. I always play wagers.
On
like, as much as I can.
where do you do your wagers?
On Checkmate Gaming, CMG.
There you go.
GPs,
There you go.
And I play. I don't really play Z League. I feel like. I mean, I'm not trying to diss Z League.
No,
but
I got
feel
you.
Like Z League is pretty easy. You know.
Yeah.
I feel like it's so super easy. But whenever you rank up, or like whenever you play in like CMG matches and stuff like that, you have like there's a chance of you playing a CDL member, like Call of Duty League players. I played against like 3 of them already.
Sure.
And I've won it. Yeah, like I mean, like it's just like I feel like that gets me like gives me experience, you know, because I'm going up against a signed player who's on a salary, you know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
And when you're gunning them down, it just makes you feel good, you know, like
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, you're cooking.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like it pays off at some time, at like some points, you know.
No, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, but that's what I'd be doing.
So you do Checkmate. Any other? I know you used to do game battles, right?
Game battles. Yeah, I do game battles. Yeah.
Yeah. Game battles still around? I don't even know.
Yeah.
I didn't know if people really still used them or not. So that's still a thing.
Yeah.
Do they do Warzone
Yeah.
or they just do multiplayer?
Yeah, they do everything. I be winning tournaments on there. Like those, when you win tournaments on there, those are like milestones. You know, like you should be proud of yourself.
Back in the day, game battles, like when I played Gears, right? I played competitive Gears of War. Game battles was everything. If you got on game battles and you were able to break in the top whatever, you were like, yo, we did it, bro. We did it. So 100%.
Yeah.
Game battles was like that was the segue to getting into the MLG. You know what I'm saying? So 100%. Crimson. Dang it. Scar. I gotta get used to it, bro. I gotta get used to it. What about you, man? What are things that maybe you've done to step up your game up to this point? And it's okay, like, you know what I mean? Like, whatever it is, it counts. You know what I'm saying? If it's anything outside of just playing on regular rank that anybody and their mom and dad could do, it counts. You know what I mean?
So, some things that I've done within my time of Warzone is elevation tournaments. You competed in them, I competed in them. We've competed in them even together. I feel like those are a big step in of getting noticed and letting people know, hey, we're out here to play just like you are, but maybe at a different level, maybe. Not saying who's better or whatnot, we're just here at different levels. Z League's also been a thing that we've both done.
Yep.
Ace and Scythe have been mainly my go-to guys. We don't win them all, but that's just part of the experience.
Yeah. But so here's the thing I love about, here's the thing. Scar is like, obviously you've got a lot of like still learning curves coming at you. But I think the cool thing about that is like, the thing I love about Scar, man, is that, bro, you are so coachable and you're very much like in humility of the idea of like, yo, like, I'm a good player, I'm a solid player, but I could do better. I can always up my game. And you haven't got to that mentality where you feel like you're the junk. Like you're the top dog and everything. but you know that you're good. That's the thing is that I'm saying is that I've seen Crimson pop off. Or I've seen Scar pop off, not Crimson. Jeez, because so used to saying freaking Crimson, man. God dang, it's gonna take me a minute. I've seen Scar pop off, man. I've played with him. I've seen him do things, and he knows it too. Like and when you're in your zone, it's beautiful. And I think there's a lot of potential in you and in SEBA, and both of y'all playing together. I think there's a lot of really good things that both of you guys are going to be able to like learn from each other. And I think pairing y'all up sometimes to run some duos is going to be great. And that's kind of what we want to talk about real fast before we end this thing and get ready to close this off. We're going to do 1 or 2 more questions that I got, and then I'm going to open it up to the chat in stream, and we're going to ask a couple questions. So go ahead, fire off a couple questions in the chat. If you can, highlight them by using the chat points in Twitch to highlight the message so I can make sure I see them. If you're asking a question, the question that I have is, what are your expectations into this 2022 season? What are things that y'all would hope to accomplish solo, right? Because you guys, let me just go ahead and preface this question. You guys, to the chat, they are signing on as individual solo players, right? So they're going to be playing a lot of solo Warzone stuff. But they're also going to be able to pair up and probably run some duos and start playing some together. And eventually, so if you are listening to this and you are a pretty heavy Warzone player and you would love to be a part of this org, obviously we're a brand new org. We're not paying these guys. These guys aren't getting salary pays. This isn't what we're on yet. Will we get to that point? Absolutely. But right now, we need dedicated players that love the games that they play and just want to just show in and show out and grind it out with each other and meet and solo grind it. And then come together and play some Warzone events and tournaments online. And if they ever host any like LAN Warzone, then we getting it. We gonna try to roll out. So that's the plan. That's the whole ordeal of what the vision is for me, right? As the kind of visionary behind the Warzone players, that's what we're aiming to do with signing both of these guys at the starting point. These are the base players, and we're gonna have more, hopefully, cultivate around SEBA and Scar. All right. So, question is, what are your expectations moving forward with POWERUP and with each other, and as a solo player and as a possible like duos with you guys and building into a quad team maybe? What do you hope to accomplish or do throughout this 2022 season? What are you hoping to see happen? Either one of y'all can speak up. I'm just gonna, you know what I mean?
Honestly, if I'm being straightforward, I know people take this as a joke, but I'd say leaving
You're breaking up. You're breaking up. Say it again. Sorry, man.
No, you're good. Sorry. I think it's funny though, but I believe that I think it's time for POWERUP's brand and all that to make its mark on the world and let people know, hey, we're here to just play as much as you are.
Oh, I like that. I like that. That's good. That's a solid goal, man. I like that goal. That's good. Cause that's my goal, man. I want to be like, yo, we here. Like we have something that's official, and it's not just some play around. Like I'm not just talking it. I'm really about this, man. I'm really trying to get some players together, support you guys, and put as much as I can behind you, as much as the org can do that. You know what I mean? And we're gonna be dedicated to making that happen. SEBA, what about you, man? Expectations, man. How do you feel? What are you seeing for the future of 2022 for you as a solo player? Just in general, what are you expecting, man, to see happen now that you're a part of POWERUP, man?
Scar kind of took my answer.
You can copy his homework, right? Like,
okay. I don't know. I just want to pop off and see what I can do within the time span I have on the contract I signed.
Yeah.
I just hope I could make the brand proud.
Yeah, man. Hey. You guys are already doing that already, man. This is already feeling and looking promising and sounding great. Just off rip, this everything feels good. Like the energy in the conversations right now, you guys truly are special, dude. Like just guys in general, but just as a player, I respect your grinds. I respect your the way you see and play the game is phenomenal to me. I'm not trying to even be into that scene anymore. I'm a casual competitive gamer dad. That's me. All right. So I'm not even worried about trying to make it as a esports player anymore. I'm just like out here playing the games like that y'all play, but just at a more fun, casual level. Let's take up some questions, which one of them I already seen in the chat. It was one I meant to ask Crimson. I'm gonna go ahead and ask it because it's not Crimson anymore. It's Scar. So, because the reason why I wanted to ask this, because I asked this question. Actually, I didn't even have to ask the question. You told me you were changing your name once you signed the contract, and you were like, "Yo, here's my new name that I'm gonna go by." And when you told me it, and it had the caption under it, I kid you not, bro. I'm not even joking. I was in the car with my wife, and when I saw it, I was like, "Yo, this is so good." The meaning behind Scar is just so good. I almost like broke down in tears. It was so good. Like, it's that good, bro. So I'm gonna let you share where and why and how or whatever you want to say about Scar, the name, how you came up with it, why you came up with it. Take the floor, man. It's yours, bro.
So when I said I wanted a name change, I loved the name Crimson Blade. I thought, I was like, all right, this is it. This is the name I want to go by. I want people to remember by this. But when I saw the opportunity of changing it and seeing all these pro names, like, you could ask Scythe or Ace. I struggled at first. I was like, I don't know where to go with this, but I definitely know I need a name change, and I need it now before this comes up. And Scythe hit me up and was like, well, you always keep talking about leaving your mark, and you want to make this impression of people. Why not Scar? And I'm like, that name would fit so well what I want to go by or how I want to be remembered for this.
So good, bro.
That him and I came together. He made that logo I sent you, which is currently my profile pic, other than my my background. That I will further go by now of Scar.
Yeah. So good, bro. Like, I love, like, when I saw it, the reason why it hit me was because it goes back to the very beginning of this whole entire interview, this whole entire conversation. You have been here long enough that you understand what PWRUP is here, like the whole brand is here to do. Not me, but the community. You understand it, you get it, that you adopted it on your own and made it personal. You made it your own thing, and you did it in Crimson's way. You did it your way, right? You did it Jaden's way. You took it and spun it and said, you know what? I'm gonna power up people, but I'm gonna do it my way too. That kind of put my twist on it and be like, my name, I'm gonna go by Scar, like, because it's PWRUP has, in a way, kind of left a scar on you to impact other people, and to not just let it be like, yo, I'm here to make my mark and leave my mark in this world, and not just keep floating by. Like, I'm gonna do something with my life. I'm gonna do something with my gaming and my skill set. And I'm gonna make a difference, man. Like, and not just, and at least that's what I got from it. Was like, yo, like, this is awesome. This is great. It's inspiring. It's encouraging. It's everything that we stand for here within the PWRUP community. And the fact that you took that on yourself to do that. Salute to you, man. That was super dope. And I absolutely loved it. Super, super awesome. And people in the chat obviously are like, yo, I love it. That's Diffie. Like, it's good, man. It's not just a cool sounding name. It's like, oh, Scar. Oh, they just, does it sound cool? No, there's actually a meaning, and it's like a tattoo to me, right? Like, tattoos, when somebody goes and gets a tattoo, right? If it doesn't have any meaning, it's like, well, what do you just, You just have a fish on your arm for just because, you know, I just like fish. Okay. Like, nah, man, let that junk have some meaning, bro, because it hits different. You know what I'm saying? When something like that has a meaning. So it's really good, bro. Let me scroll up some. Let me check out what people are saying. Here we go. I think what is y'all's KDs? Ooh, good. That's good. Oof. That's a oof question. All right, KDs. We'll talk Warzone and multiplayer. We'll just say Warzone since y'all are Warzone players. What is your Warzone KDs? All right. What's your Warzone KD?
Mine is 2.19.
2.19.
If I could have gone first, this is you gotta 1.18.
Hey, I mean, bro, I'm like a 0.90, 0.90. So
You're 1.01.
I might be. I don't know what mine is. I haven't checked it in forever. Are you looking at it right now? What am I?
1.01.
1.01. I'm barely over the mark, Mom. I made it. Let's go.
Okay.
I'm in the 1 points. Let's go.
You're hosting, right? The tournament?
Yeah. I'm hosting tonight, boys. I'm hosting. Don't worry. Yes, we will be playing a Z League fun tournament, just us three. After this, guys, by the way, we will be playing that. So hang in, stay in the chat, be with us, rock out with us, watch us play some games together. Also, if you don't mind, while we're in the chat, make sure you put exclamation point WZ players. It stands for Warzone, right? WZ players, exclamation point WZ players, and go and follow both of these gentlemen on their Twitch accounts. Go give them a follow, go support them, go watch them as they shred throughout the week on Warzone and get nasty and just get super lit on the controller, man. So make sure also that when you're following them that you keep notifications on when they go live, right? Because they will be competing in tournaments throughout the weekends coming up here soon. And we're going to be doing a lot of really cool stuff with that here as well. I'll be podcasting and reporting on some of the stuff that they do. And we'll be doing that through all the different players that sign on Halo or whatever else. We will be doing all that too. So it's not just with COD. It's going to be all over the place from the players that we sign from here on out. You know what I'm saying? Exodus said, what is your individual KD on Vanguard? Multiplayer. I don't know.
I play wagers. I play private match.
Brizzo said, which one of you wants these hands in FT3 or SF6? And why is it? What? In all serious, congrats to both of you guys. We will do the best to help you out in any way we can. Yeah, man, absolutely, Brizzo. I don't know what FT3, what is FT3 and SF6? Is that Street Fighter 6? I'm trying to figure out what FT3 is. Let me see. I'm still trying to. Will Seba be showing off his pro Brawlhalla skills in the future?
Oh my God.
The Panda Man asked this question.
Panda.
Are you gonna show off your Brawlhalla skills, bro?
No. I'm horrible at that game.
Exodus isn't, man. Exodus is in the chat. He's a beast at Brawlhalla, bro.
I want to see both of them.
Exodus said he won't 1v1 me on Brawlhalla. Oh, he said I gave him hands one too many times.
All right, with a delayed controller. Okay.
That's funny. Miss Week said, congratulations, Scar and Seba. Proud to have you here with us and ready to make you guys and the Power Up brand successful. Let's go. Miss Weeks is definitely going to do that. I will definitely let you know she is 100%. She's going to be behind the scenes killing it. She is on board with our core Power Up team behind the scenes, helping make a lot of the magic happen that we get into and the things you're going to see us do, showing up at like Comic-Con events, gaming conventions, and all that kind of stuff that we're about to do. She's been helping tremendously in those areas, man. And I'm sure there'll be a lot of things behind the scenes she'll continue to do to help support each and every player that we sign on to the Power Up brand for sure, man. So, I didn't ignore your questions. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? These guys in chat have no patience, bro.
Whew.
No patience. Let me see.
Oh, I have a question for you.
A couple hold on. I'm trying
Premises.
to don't call me that. That's good. I know you've known me by that since you were like 8. So
Yeah, no.
Brizzo said, who wants these hands? And oh, he did it again. I'm trying to figure out what is Street Fighter 6. Okay, Street Fighter 6 ain't even out yet. I thought Street Fighter 6 comes out later.
Hey.
I think he's saying like later on. I don't think either of these guys play fighting games except for, well, wait a minute. Scar does play because we met through some fighting game stuff. I think, right? Was it fighting games? Yeah, it was.
Legends, and then you went to Mortal Kombat.
That's right. You came in on Mortal Kombat at one point too. Yeah, I remember that now. It's all coming back to me now, brother. Oh. All right. OB. Look at OB. Old greasy self comes in here. I see you, man. I see you. I shouted you out earlier, OB. You have to go back and watch the playback, but Seba is gonna mark. I thought you said Merc everyone. I didn't. For some reason, I saw A and not E. My bad. Seba's gonna Merc everyone respectfully. Yeah, Seba's nasty, bro. He's nasty, man.
How do you know? How do you know? I wanted to ask you that.
How do I know you're nasty? I've watched your clips.
Oh yeah.
You showed me clips when you were here. You're like, oh, bro, watch this. Watch this.
Do you remember when you hosted that?
And I remember hosting multiplayer lobbies, and I remember having you in a couple Warzone lobbies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Custom lobby. Like you did custom lobbies.
You spectated me?
I don't remember. I spectated a lot of people. I don't remember who all I saw.
True.
There was a lot of people in the room. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see.
Damn.
He said Paul's nasty.
You were in that Scar? You were in those
what did I say? Hold on. OB, what did I say? He said I'm dirty.
Did we contest each other, Scar? Or do you remember if we fought each other?
I think in the first solo, I'm pretty sure in the first, I know for a fact, I don't know if it was the first or second, but the first custom lobbies that we did solo, I think I won, or at least I know
he did get a first place in the solos.
Okay. Dang. You were hosting it for like a couple weeks, right?
There's an accomplishment right there. You got the first ever Warzone POWERUP custom lobby win. Solo win was Crimson, aka Scar now. You know what I'm saying? That's a pretty big win. That's pretty, you know what I'm saying? You can't knock that. That's good. And you were cracked, and then you did what you should have done, which was I'm gonna wait till that circle shrinks right at the end and let that dude fly out. And I remember you busted that dude coming out. That jump was so funny, bro. That jump was funny. That was great, man. Well, man, listen, thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight and enjoying this live discussion and Q&A for our first official signees to the POWERUP org and brand. It is a pleasure and an honor to have you guys on, man, as our first official signees. We had like 8 people that was supposed to go with Halo. Things kind of turned a little different. So we're waiting on some other things to happen in that direction with Halo, but Halo should be next. But if you are a Warzone player and you would love to be a part of this brand and organization, make sure you reach out to us on Twitter at GoGoPowerUp919 or on Instagram at GoGoPowerUp. Feel free to reach out to us as well on email, gogopowerup919@gmail.com. Make sure you connect with us that way. Send us an email, send us a message, and we could talk about it. All right, we could talk about it and see if you really about it. And this is a beautiful thing, man. I'm excited about these dudes just putting in a lot of work. They've worked very hard to even get to this point, and the stuff they're about to do is about to just go up to the next level because they have a little bit of extra support behind them, and they're not just running by themselves anymore. They got a community and an organization and a squad kind of behind them. So You guys, once again, man, make some noise in the chat for them. Appreciate you guys. Scar, Seba, I appreciate y'all. And you guys are in the chat. Make sure you hang around because we're about to go ahead and fire stream back up. I got to close stream and then bring it back up because we have Z League trios popping off in like 45 minutes. Me, Seba, and Scar, all three of us are going to do some trios. We have 2 Z League tournaments, one at 8 and one at 9 o'clock. All right, so hang out with us in the chat. Come watch us bang it out. And then make sure you're also following along on their Twitch as well. Go follow them because they're going to be streaming this as well. If you want to watch some really superb gameplay, go follow and watch them. Keep an eye if you want to be entertained. Watch me. All right, that's pretty much what's going to happen. I'm going to be the entertainment portion. These guys are going to be cracked out of their mind, and they're just going to be murking everybody in the lobbies. All right, so you guys want to watch a great POV? It's how it's going to be. All right. OB said, "Sign me up. My loadout consists of a rocket launcher and a melee knife." Oh, stop, OB, stop. What the?
Yeah, what is he saying, bro?
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Get this. Somebody get there, man. It's a PG-13, OB. Oh, this boy
He
crazy,
said I want to
man.
watch a sweaty POV.
There you go.
Watch Scar.
Go watch Scar and go watch pull up all 3 of us. All right, do us all a favor. Have everybody tabbed. You know what I'm saying? Get us all tabbed. I gotta shut down the stream because the chat stuff has to shut it all down, and then I gotta fire stream back up. So give me about 5 minutes, chat. Stay in the chat. We'll be right back. Again, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Talk to you guys in a few. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw up gang signs.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah, with you.